Good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome everyone to Talking Sports Live. I'm your host tonight, Jamie Horton. Of course, we're missing a key member
Key
of our
guy.
key guy.
Key.
Key, very key.
He is key.
Very key. One of
He got the keys to the car.
He's
He does.
he's the main guy.
the main guy, our Hall of Famer, Mr. Rob J, who's a little under the weather this week.
Yeah, man,
continue
we're
to
praying
pray
for him.
That's right. That
We'll
he
pray
get
for him.
better. He's like my right hand man. I need him back, Nick.
He is, man, and we all need him back.
Yeah, we need him back.
You know, he's like the lemon to the lemonade.
That's right. And I need my lemon.
Okay.
You know, lemons can't go sour sometimes.
I got it, man.
But tonight we got a very special guest. Our first segment is Mr. Larry Nix, who
Man, it's good to join you.
you too, man.
I'm always behind the scenes,
Yeah, tonight you in front of the
but
scene.
I'm in front of the scene.
Yeah, tonight you know.
Man,
good
thank
how
you.
let them-
Listen, man. Thank you for letting me come and say hi to the folk, man.
Well, anytime, just say hi. I mean, he's an avid Cowboy fan, so
You want me to just say hi and then go back behind the scenes?
Now, how about you just say hi and stay here?
Okay.
But first, we gotta this is what we gotta do. Salute our sponsors.
Yes.
Let's start right there.
Okay.
Our first sponsors are Pendleton and Trim Alarm Services. Let us in. We'll keep you out. 601-939-5231. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal. Phone number is 601-709-7777. Willie T. Afton Law Firm. Attorney Afton has been considered one of the Mississippi's top-rated personal injury and general super lawyers. Phone number is 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing Agency, a full-service marketing, advertising, and marketing agency. We offer full-service creative and design services, from designing your new business logos and business collateral to advertising all types of media to action social media posts.
All right, now here we go in this one, and this one, and the next one.
And the next one. Well, let's get a phone number. You want to call Mansell Media Marketing Agency, 601-339-2040. And last but not least,
And now here we go.
Richard Shaw of Dynastic Promotions, the official clothier
Official.
Talker Sports Live. Their phone number is 601-353-1956. And Richard Shaw has been in business since 1988 when Rob J.
Ever since Rob, he said, was a little bitty
baby.
baby.
He was bad, little bitty.
All right, ways to connect to Talking Sports Live is by Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. How you doing, Mr.
Man, listen, you're pretty good. You don't need me.
Well, yeah, I
You
need
just, I mean,
always-
you're grooving, man.
man, you
You're
know,
rocking and roll. I was telling Bernard before the program today, I said, man, you are a sports aficionado.
I try to be.
You're one of the few guys that I know, and I know a lot of guys, sports advocates. You know, barbershop is the place that you can go and we solve all the problems of the world.
Yeah,
And guys, you know, we do more arguing than anything
Yeah,
else.
pretty
you
much.
know, and we got the answer to everything else. But you know, one of the particularly during the playoffs and Super Bowl, you know, we talk about our sports and we stand behind our sports and we have the answer to everything. But I said to Bernard, I said, man, you, Rob, and Bernard, I was talking to, I said, man, you guys are top sports aficionados,
yes,
man.
I appreciate.
I mean, you can talk about any sport, not just from a general superficial level, but you can talk about it in depthly. So I guess my question to you is, man, have you always been a sports advocate? I mean, when did this bug hit you?
I guess when I was young, you know, I mean, when I was young, I took
Yeah, since you was a little bitty,
a little bitty baby, just like Rob J. I mean, I just always had an interest in sports. I always been a football and basketball person, of course. But then I started, you know, looking at baseball. When we got cable,
Uh-huh.
when my mother was
You
able
went
to,
wild.
yeah,
You went crazy.
I went crazy, and I just started flipping through the channel. And you know, the first team I saw,
Kansas City Chiefs,
no,
New Orleans Saints. Hold
No.
on. America's favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys.
super no, the Chicago Cubs,
Oh wow.
Harry Carey.
Oh
Steve
man.
Stone.
Oh yeah.
And I remember
the legendary voice.
Yes, and when I tell you that he made me a Cubs fan from then on in 1984, I was 11 years old when we got cable. I was so happy I didn't know what to do. You know, we had 3 channels back then. You
Yeah,
know,
ABC, CBS, and NBC.
and that was it.
And if you were lucky, you had
Fox.
well,
PBS.
you know, WGN.
So I fell in love with them ever since. I always been a student.
So you're
of the
still
game.
a Cub fan?
Oh yes,
Okay.
I've been to many Cubs games.
Okay.
I always been a student of the game. If I'm interested in it, I just take an in-depth look and I study it like tennis. I like tennis, but one sport I just cannot get into, Nix, and that's probably golf.
Why? Is it too slow?
It's too slow for me.
Okay.
I mean,
It's a sport of patience.
it's very much. So.
And it's a sport of patience as well as strategy.
Oh, exactly, and that's one of the things that I just don't have. I'm working on my patience.
Well, and you know what? One of the he bless his heart, God rest his soul. He's in heaven now. But Rich, avid golfer,
I heard Rob told me.
man, he would every day if he could. And so he gave me golf lessons, and I would go out to the course and just take my driver and hit that ball as hard as I could. And he said to me, Larry, the object of the game is to let the club do the work.
That's right.
You just work on techniques.
That's right.
You work on learning the purpose of that club or that iron, and let it do the work for you. Son, man, he is a great golfer, man.
Really?
And my nephew, he's good enough to be he's good enough to be pro. He's out of the Lord,
Okay.
but if he really focused on it,
So let me ask you a question. Do you look at it? Can you look at it and let's just look at it?
I can, and I can follow it. But it's not my favorite sport. It's a relaxing sport. Normally, I watch it with my son.
Yeah, I think with golf, I have played it before. It's actually kind of fun.
Well, and it's supposed to be therapeutic and relaxing. It's not for me.
No, because
I'm more stressed out when I leave than anything else.
Are you competitive with it?
Yes.
Yes.
And the reason being is because I have a friend, Richard, and he drives. He drives 400 yards, and I'll swack that thing as hard as I can, and I'm 350, maybe 400 at best on a great day. But my son, our son, he's consistent
Okay.
with putting and driving.
Yeah.
You know,
Who's your favorite golfer? All time.
it probably be Tiger Woods.
It's Tiger for me,
Yeah,
but before Tiger, I would have to say probably Jack Nicholson,
yeah,
Yeah.
The Golden Bear.
the Golden Bear.
I have a couple of Golden Bear shirts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
sure do.
man! But I heard he was a good guy.
Yeah.
and he could. They say he can, swing
Yeah.
the puck. Cause golf. Wait, look. Let me tell you something. To hit a little bitty ball that far, on the green, and then try to get in a little bitty hole.
And
I'll still be out there to this day if I started last week.
Yeah. and you're putting that ball exactly where you want. The crowds on the golf course on the green.
Yeah.
Man, when these guys are teeing off, these crowds are right up on the golfer. If I'm teeing off, you better move 50 yards away from me because my ball may go anywhere.
Well,
But these guys on the side,
and,
I do a lot of slicing.
and my church threw a golf tournament last year in Lake Carolina. So we were going by the tee because I was over the beverages. I just bring them to the hole. So I stopped and looked at
You were over the beverages or you drank the beverages?
well, both.
Got it.
Yeah, I was driving to them, but I was also
Were you over the beverages or were you
Wow. I was
over the
I was overpassing them out. Let me put it that way.
Got it.
But I saw one of the golfers guys did the grass like this, and
Yeah, the wind. Yeah.
and I said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
He explained to me exactly what he was doing. I said, "Oh, you got to do all that."
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, because I have to know
Yeah.
how to, which direction to hit the ball."
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. So we have 5 pages of sports to talk about tonight. And how do we get to talk about golf?
I don't know. He just got to talking about golf. Then
We just got to talk about golf.
we
man.
need to move on.
And you know what? Bernard, our director's on the other end, and I don't know if people know who he is. So this is kind of a impromptu, kind of a free program tonight.
Yeah.
Normally, and ladies and gentlemen, we do things strategically in this program, but it's kind of a free open program tonight. And for those of you that don't know who punched this program, then you have an opportunity to see Bernard Moore of More and More Sports.
That's right.
He's the guy, and he does a terrific job.
The man with the plan.
Oh, he's the man. Well, he can, he punches the show.
Rob gets on him sometime and mess with him.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on purpose.
On
But you know
purpose.
what? You know what? We've been together for a long time,
Yeah.
so we can,
We can do that to each other.
ebonically speaking, we can juke one another.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, a lot of interesting things going on in the sports world
Okay.
right now.
All right, tick it off.
So let's discuss some
Did
things.
that sound professional?
Yeah, it did.
Tick it
it
off.
off. Tick it.
Okay.
Should we do our sports trivia question right quick?
Well, let's do that second segment.
Okay.
But it's a great. You know what? I'm the producer, and you're still respecting my role.
That's right. You see, America. I'm still respecting his role, even he the boss.
No,
That's all
I'm
I
not
gotta
the
say.
boss. I'm a team player.
All right, let's talk about it right quick. Let's get into this. The basketball world.
Okay.
Okay, if right quick. Give me your thoughts on this Laker trade. We didn't really have a chance to discuss that.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So when you say Laker trade, what are you saying?
Luka
Yeah.
or AD.
And he had his first game. And so LeBron, they said that when he was interviewed about what do you think about him playing his first game, he said, I have one word. He said, excellent.
Yes. And
He had an excellent debut.
and they played Dallas last night.
Right.
Of course, that was a little revenge game. But ever since that trade, and I'm a Laker fan, of course. I
So
was.
who are we talking about again?
I actually think
Who are we
Yeah,
talking about?
the
Tell
Lake-
people we're talking about.
the
The person that we're talking about.
Luka.
Yeah.
I actually think that would maybe work out good for the Lakers.
But you know what? It hurt my heart because I really hated who they traded.
Anthony Davis.
Because I thought Anthony Davis and LeBron, I thought they were a good match.
Yeah.
So I really hated that Anthony Davis, that Lakers lost Anthony Davis.
Well, I really think that the Lakers want to run more. And with Luka, I think they're doing it now. That's why they made those trades and all those guys. Yeah, become. I thought we were gonna be real bad defensively when Anthony left, but it seems like our defense don't got a little bit better.
But do you think that Anthony Davis is going to be a good fit with?
If he stays, Anthony Davis' problem.
I just think that he had chemistry
with LeBron.
with LeBron.
Yeah, and that's evident. But I think Luka's developing chemistry with him now. So but we'll discuss that now, more about that in our second segment. But right now, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Talking Sports Live.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Go on and keep on.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Restaurant in Madison, Mississippi. I'm like Rob J. You ain't. Are you vegan?
Yes, I'm vegan.
Yeah, we know. I was surprised.
Rob, because Rob normally say, "Now you're not vegan, are you?"
Yeah.
And 99.9% of the people say, "No, I'm not."
And
vegan.
you the one. Look,
I'm the 1%.
And guess what I found out, Nix?
What?
When I said, Rob, why do Nix only order onion rings when he order? He said, because Nix don't eat meat.
I don't eat meat for 30 years. Now, I may not look like it, but for 30, you don't have.
Why are you depriving yourself of great gifts?
You didn't have to snicker when I said I know it doesn't look like it. You didn't have to snicker. Listen, may I take a personal privilege, please?
Yes.
Because you're the host.
Yes.
You
take a privilege.
Well, thank you so much. Hi to all. I have my daughters and my son and my wife watching. So I want to say hello to all of my 5 fan base members.
Just 5. But Nick,
you and Rob have thousands of people.
I wouldn't say
I just want to say hi to all of my 5 Facebook fans and all of my family members.
Rob probably got thousands. I'm still.
Well, you do too, man.
Look, I'm looking at this sheet during the break-in.
Yes.
It's
Better
got
Man.
The Better Man Mississippi Conference.
Right.
March 1st. What does that entail?
So, just briefly, Better Man, that the corporate office of the ministry is located out of Dallas, Texas. They're hosting their first men conference.
Okay.
This Saturday, March 1st, and by the time many of you see this on Sunday today, then of course the conference would have already taken place. But for those of you that are streaming live and go back and look at the archives, Better Man is hosting a men's conference. And the objective, and we'll bring in speakers, all right, from Chip Henderson of Pine Lake Church to Bartholomew Orr. He's the pastor of Brown's Church in South Haven, Mississippi. Robert Lewis, who's actually the founder of Better Man. Reginald Buckley, he is pastor of Case Chapel in Jackson, Mississippi. And Kyle Reno, he's senior pastor of Cross Gates Church. These speakers will share from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock in various sessions. And the objective is to share with men, to affirm men, to open the Bible up and affirm men who God created them to be. And so a conference is being held, supported by and hosted by Better Men, that men are being affirmed and men are being taught what it means to be a real man. If we're not careful, there's so many social constructs. Society is telling men who they are.
Yes.
And those definitions are illicit. They're false. They're untrue. And so if you really don't know who you are, then you'll embrace and you'll attach yourself to anything and any ism. And so this conference is about sharing with men, declaring with men, sharing with men, affirming men who they are. And that's this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Jackson Convention Center in Jackson, Mississippi. And if you'd like to attend, then you can log on immediately to Better Man Mississippi or BetterManMS.com. Register. As of today, which is Wednesday,
Yes.
we've had over 2,700 men from 5 states to register,
Wow.
and we're praying by faith that 3,000 men will show up. And once again, the objective is to share with men the biblical truths of who God created us to be.
So can they? Let me ask this question: Can they, if they don't register, can they just walk up there?
Absolutely.
That morning?
Absolutely. And the conference is free, and the literature that we'll provide is free, and we're gonna break for lunch. The
And-
lunch
and
is free.
Lunch is provided.
Lunch is
But I ought
provided.
to be there.
Bernard, lunch is being provided.
But Bernard is not only just an eater of bread and meat,
Yeah,
but Bernard is also an eater of the word.
Yeah.
He really is.
And the reality
Yes.
is this.
I like that analogy.
Yeah. Well, Jamie, the reality is this. You can't become what you can't define.
That's right. That's right.
If you don't know what it is, if you don't know your purpose, then you'll never be able to obtain that or attain that.
That's true.
And so this is a day that we're bringing men together and we're affirming who they are from a biblical standpoint. So thank you for allowing me to share that.
Anytime.
And
I just
I hope that as many men that can be fathers, bring your sons, uncles, bring your nephews, pastors, bring your deacons and your church members, because I believe that the world is in a chaotic position
correct.
because we really don't know who we are, and we're falling for everything and different winds of doctrines and
Yes.
what feels good, and we're living in silos, and we're living isolated from one another, as opposed, and we were never created to live in isolation, or to live away from one another. So we're better together.
Yeah, I
So it's
agree.
time for the church to stand up, and it's time for men to stand up and declare, number one, who we are and who God created us to be.
Well, I tell you
So
what.
thank you for allowing me to share that.
Anytime, and to close it out, this flyer says, "What does it take? What does it mean to be a real man?"
Yeah.
That what caught my eye. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you sharing that with me.
Absolutely. Thank you
and-
so much.
And speaking of men,
Yes.
we're gonna get into these men basketball standings.
Yes.
Swag.
Well, what a pivot. That was a good pivot.
It was a good
He's a
pivot.
former athlete.
That's
He's a
right.
former athlete and coach.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
so
right.
let me say this. Looking at these standings,
Yes.
look at who's number one.
Jackson State. Are you surprised with the men?
No,
Because I got to tell you
there
what.
was high
he-
expectations for the men.
Well, and he had kind of a rough start.
He did.
The coach had a rough start.
He did, but one thing I gotta get him Coach Mo Wiggins, of course, who's the head coach at Jackson State, former Murrah and Alabama star, and Jackson native. That he never did get rattled by it. He always knew what he said. He had a good
He
team.
stayed focused.
Stayed focused. He followed the game plan, and I'm really happy for him, and I can hope they can continue this this thing and go into the SWAC tournament as the number one seed, because your seeding is it means a lot.
Yeah.
Means a lot by who you play.
Right.
Yeah, because once you get that start dropping a little bit lower,
Yeah.
it's the tougher the
But I
teams
got
are.
to tell you what, they can't rest on their laurels. Because Jackson State is ranked number one at 10-4,
Yes.
10-17 overall. Look at this. Now, are you surprised by this? Bethune-Cookman, their conference play is 10-5. Their overall is 13-15. And their nemesis, Texas Southern, 10-5 and 13-15 overall.
I'm surprised at Bethune. And my disappointment is probably Alcorn.
Yeah.
I thought Alcorn would be ranked a little bit higher, but the games this past Saturday, they have improved a whole lot.
Mhm.
And when that tournament starts, is all the rest is gonna be thrown out the door. Anything can happen, you know that.
That's right.
And so it's all about it's how you playing going into the tournament.
Right.
So it's gonna be
So
interesting.
you're saying record doesn't necessarily matter
No.
when you go into tournament play?
No, records are for seeding. But
I got it.
once you go into that tournament, it's so much. You can be a number 5 seed, but if you go in that tournament playing good, anything.
So what you're really saying is, if you're going to make any mistakes, make sure you have your game plan
Yes,
when you go into tournament
that's
play.
right.
Because anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And I mean anything. And all the great coaches have stated that, from Mike Krzyzewski to Dean Smith.
Yeah.
When you go up in there, if you're playing great, anything can happen. Like near the end of the season, when you get hot, that's why a lot of tournament teams when the tournament starts, they start getting hot because they make adjustments and they know their weaknesses and they know their strengths. And at the end of the day, when you become together, magic can happen.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to see is like Pine Bluff and Valley is at the bottom. But see, next year, all 12 teams will be in the SWAC tournament.
They will.
Yes.
So number 5, Florida A&M, they're 12-14. Number 6, and you said that you're most disappointed in them. They are more surprised that they're as ranked as low as they are.
Alcorn, yes.
Alcorn,
I thought Alcorn would be a little
overall
bit higher.
is 80-19. Grambling is overall they're 9-18. Alabama A&M 10-18. They're 6-9 in conference play. Prairie View A&M 4-11, 5-23 overall. Are you surprised by Prairie View?
Not really.
I'm not either.
I'm not really surprised by Prairie View.
I didn't think that they would come out strong and have a strong show this season.
Yeah, me either. I'm not surprised. My two biggest disappointments
Is Alcorn
Alcorn and Grambling.
and Grambling.
Yes.
Arkansas Pine Bluff ranked number 10, 2-13 in conference play, 5-23 overall, and Mississippi Valley State 1-14, 3-25. So,
And in the words of Rob J, Po Valley.
poor Valley. So let me ask you this. What is the answer to Mississippi Valley? Now I know we had the head coach of football on,
Yes.
and he's coming in with a passion. He's like, you may have laughed all these years, but he who laughed last laughed the
Last-
hardest.
Yeah.
So people just come to expect Valley is always going to be at the bottom.
Oh, of course. And I think
Now,
sometimes.
why do you even say of course?
Well, that's
Because that's a foregone
but
conclusion.
that's a mindset.
Is that even fair?
It's not fair, but it's just a thing where I think it plays into the player's mind.
I
So
agree.
it's going to have to be with football. Terrell Buckley's going to come in there with a different mind. And he stated that when he came on the show.
Did.
So I think he's going to do a good job of that. Now, I know George Ivory. Bernard knows George Ivory. George Ivory is a great coach. But you can be a great coach all you want, but you got to have some talent.
And you gotta have facilities to attract the talent.
Exactly. So, with that being said, until they start, the administration has to, and the V Club is doing a great job with Patrick,
They are.
trying to, build that program because it's all about money these days.
It really is. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's the way it
but
is. Right?
but it's a reality.
And it is. But I think that with you get one or two guys that probably come up in there and because these days these kids are different.
Yeah.
You and Nick's friends.
Yeah.
You are the top 100 recruiter, and you said Bernard. Bernard, I think I'm gonna go to Valley.
Yeah.
And y'all in the top 100. He gonna say, well, if you going to Valley, I'm gonna go on with you.
That's right.
And when you start that, it sometimes becomes an effect. And then what they gonna say? Well, Larry Nix is going to Valley, so I might sign with him too. So if he get one or two guys that sign with him, I think he'd be all right.
And I think it's a different mindset today than in yesteryears, because like during the era of like Walter Payton, and Jackie Slater, you had players like that. They could have, and I know we had to deal with Jim Crow laws and segregation and all that other stuff, but you had players like that, like Willie Richardson. They wanted to go to a SWAC school.
Well, exactly.
They wanted to go to an HB school U, and they were good enough to play at any other schools. But now it's he who has whoever recruiter has
The biggest briefcase.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who got the biggest briefcase?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
NIL deal.
all this stuff, and just the NIL is legal now. But
Yeah.
we'll talk more about this in our next segment. We're here with us with Mr. Larry Nix, Mr. Jamie Horn. We're talking sports live. We'll see you.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Gonna keep on.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Make sure I calm down.
What, was he that or was he that?
He
Or was he that, man?
Welcome everybody back to Talking Sports Live. Jamie Horton along with our producer / my co-host tonight, Mr. Larry.
This is
Nix.
fun.
It is, ain't it? On this side of the table.
On this side of the table,
Instead of standing back
listen, man,
behind.
you guys have to have a rhythm, man, to make it click.
I
Man,
mean,
you and Rob do such a great job. You play off of one another,
yes.
and sometimes I wonder, why do I even produce with these sheets? Because man, you guys just roll off with sports information.
Well, it just goes to show you the great number one. I mean, when I think when Rob was born, God said you will be the best.
A sports,
Yeah,
sportscaster.
and it comes natural to him.
It does.
So me being on the crew with him over the years, and even before,
Yeah.
I studied him.
Yeah, well, he's a
And-
great
yeah,
teacher.
and he really is. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he make it look so easy.
Well,
And a lot of people think it's easy, but you know what?
no, man. When
It's
that
not.
when that camera comes on,
It's
lights,
different.
camera, action, it's a different story, man. So
It's different.
but that's why he's a Hall of Famer.
That's right. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
He's not a Hall of
He needs to
Famer
be in the
just
Mississippi
because.
Hall
I
of
mean,
Fame.
they don't give those out.
No, they do not. So, I mean, he is well deserved, and we want to once again, wish him well. He's a little under the weather tonight. We want you to get well, buddy.
Yeah,
Be
man. Take care
back
of
in the
yourself.
seat
Man.
again next week because I miss you. And but now I miss you too.
I miss
Oh,
him too.
did you hear that? Yep.
Yep,
I know
miss,
Rob.
I miss him too.
Rob
man.
probably someone smiling right about now. He heard
He
Bernard.
said, "Man, look at those goobers, man."
He probably talking about me too. Bernard done messed the stuff up. Bernard gonna lose this. Bernard gonna do this. So he
But
talking.
no, he didn't call you Bernard. He called you Bernard.
But nah, yeah,
Bernard.
yeah, that's your.
So, did you ever think that you would be a sideline reporter or a broadcaster yourself? Because Rob is the voice of Jackson State football as well as Jackson State University basketball with sports.
Yeah,
sports.
But
and
now,
things,
you're his sidekick on the fields. I mean, you're in the heat of things. Did you ever? Now I know you've general managed, amateur. Was it amateur? It's
arena
not amateur,
football,
Arena football.
professional. Yeah,
Yeah, professional. Yeah. So would you ever desire to be an owner of a professional football
I
team?
would. I would like to own the Saints.
What about Dallas Cowboys?
Is there a reason why? Is there a reason why Jerry Jones you'd like to own the Saints so that you could be
Yeah,
a
you know what?
coach owner?
I would be a coach owner. I
Yes,
just
you
be an
would.
owner. I
'Cause
owning
you know too much
but
about
owning-
sports.
owning a team
Okay.
is enough. You put
For who?
for that owner. You got to make sure that you have the right people in place
Right.
from your general manager, and that's the key.
Right.
You have to hire the right general manager, and then that person.
He's the strategist.
Yes,
or
he's the
she.
one that sets up the analytics and everything for the organization behind the right coach, and the right coach, and that in turn make you look good.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's a very delicate situation.
Yeah.
And it's I think a lot of people realize that you can't. Don't nobody enjoy firing people. If you enjoy firing people,
you
it's something-
sure?
Well, not I know I don't. But you got some people that may do it. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, nobody.
It's not
wants
a
to-
pleasant
It's not a
experience.
pleasant
Or
experience.
should not be.
Yes,
You should
exactly.
not do a careless little callous.
If you do that and have a pleasant experience doing that, then something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I never thought I would, but God always says my plans ain't always your plans,
Hello.
and He,
Ways
so
not your way.
exactly.
Yeah.
You think as men think, not
Yeah.
as God thinks.
Yeah.
So the way He thinks is the way we have to go. It's gonna happen,
Well, let me tell
whether
you
you
something.
want to or not.
I listen to you on the sidelines. I watch, and you do a magnificent
I
job.
appreciate it.
And I mean, you just don't give an X and O kind of response when you're on the field. I mean, Rob, he goes to you, he cuts to you, and you, man, you're all up in there.
And the thing is, when I first did it, Rob said, "Now look, you got to be looking at that game
Yeah, you got to study the
You,
game.
you got to study, but you got to. I mean, because Rob will come to you anytime
Right. He'll come
So-
to you anytime.
about a play or something. You got to be able to punch it right there.
And you can't be saying, raw.
Oh no, you can't. Oh no, you cannot say that.
All right. So the producer's about to come out of me now. So do we have a sports trivia tonight?
We got a sports trivia question,
Okay.
and this is a good one.
It is a good one.
I got to get to whoever started this question.
Hint.
The question is:
All right.
our offensive line features Art Shell, Larry Little, Jackie Slater, Nate Newton, and Winston Hill. All 5 of these players are in the NFL Hall of Fame. True or false?
I'll give it to him one again.
Our offensive line features Art Shell, Larry Little, Jackie Slater, Nate Newton, and Winston Hill. All 5 of these players are in the NFL Hall of Fame. True or false? Do not call the TV station.
Do not.
Please don't.
Do
There ain't
not.
nobody there because we know.
That's right.
And, but give your answer back to either on Twitter,
Mhm.
Facebook, or YouTube. Remember, one more time. Our offensive line features Art Shell, Larry Little, Jackie Slater, Nate Newton, and Winston Hill. All 5 of these players are in the NFL. True or
Or
false?
false. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever play football? Did you? What position?
I played everything. Because you know why?
At one time?
No, that
I'm
wasn't.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Play a little defense mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet you were good too, man.
I was okay. To be honest with you, it wasn't. I was dead. I was in the choir. I was in the band. My mother,
everything.
my mother told me to always be versatile.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So
You
I
never
joined.
know.
Yeah, because I mean, that's just me. I try to teach my kids the same thing.
Okay.
So when they came through school, they were the same way.
Yeah.
And my son, he was different. He only wanted to play basketball and football.
Yeah.
He say he couldn't sing, which I understand. And he didn't want to join the band in the school which he was in.
Yeah.
Which they didn't play his type of music.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it was just one of them things like I just wanted to be included in everything. I went to a little small high school.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
could do everything.
Yeah, I mean back then it was a 2A high school, so you had no other choice.
Yeah.
To
Can I
do
say something before you go to the next point of listing the female stand or the women standing for the swag? I want to thank all of our sponsors as well as all of our supporters and those who stream us and watch us every Sunday night. This program airs every Sunday night on WLOO TV, My 35 in the Jackson metropolitan area. You can get it on various cable systems as well as satellite. So spread the word. Let people know that Talking Sports Live airs every Sunday night. Television program airs every Sunday night from 10 to 11 p.m. on WLOO TV, My 35 in the Jackson metropolitan area. So we appreciate all of the people who support us, all the people that talk about us in the community. And so we have some exciting news that we're going to share because I believe this time next year, man, we're going to be in syndication.
you
Because
know
people
what?
are hinting about it.
I that would be a blessing.
This program is not an X and O, black and white, boring kind of sports program. It's more like a barbershop program. It's intentional.
That's right.
We want to have fun, but we talk about sports as well. It's like you're going to the barbershop or the beauty salon.
Yeah.
So
And at the end of the day, that's what this show was created for.
yeah,
For fun.
yeah,
And with people like Rob leading the way and you,
yeah,
and that's what you created for. And when now you asked me to be the co-host, and I was like, sure.
yeah,
Because I knew we was gonna have fun. And,
Yeah.
but now being back there behind the scenes,
yeah,
and I knew it was gonna be run right. So I said, yeah, we'll give it a try.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we all love sports.
yeah,
Nick, let me just say something. People have to realize sports is something that brings everybody together.
it brings everybody together.
It don't matter what color you are.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
And it brings everybody together except for people who like the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, move on. Move on.
I second that.
Anyway, says Mr. 49er fan, says Mr. New Orleans Saints. First, I'm a New Orleans Saints fan as well.
Wait a minute now.
My daddy-in-law and my mother-in-law are Saints. They live in New Orleans.
So let me ask you a question. And I met your
And
lovely,
Demario Davis
I
is.
met your lovely wife.
Thank you for that. She is my lovely
she's
wife.
a lovely, lovely person.
I'm blessed. I'm over my head, man.
Yeah, and I don't blame her. And she's beautiful.
Thank you.
But let me ask you a question. She's a Saints fan too?
She is a yes.
So
Carla, if you're listening,
Yeah.
that was not Larry.
that's right. Let's talk about 1 minute. The Cowboys.
Okay, what about him?
Jerry Jones said he's gone. What the correct term is? Something
Tread lightly.
slightly aggressive recruit in free agency. What does that mean?
Repeat that again.
He's going. He's going to take.
Have you ever known him to slightly?
I never
do
him to
anything?
slightly do anything.
He's always been aggressive. Now he's good at holding cards close to his vest. He'll send out one message only as a distraction while he's doing something else.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think? Let me ask this question. What do the Cowboys need to get over that hump?
I just think it's just a matter of time.
A new owner.
I agree with Bernard.
Yeah.
And including Steven.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jones is not working.
Yeah.
And yeah, and see the thing with Jerry Jones, I'm not saying that Jerry Jones is a bad owner.
He's a great owner.
Yeah,
I mean, that team is worth several $billion.
Yeah.
It's just that he has his hand in everything, in which I know, Jamie, you alluded to, like, you will make sure you have a good general manager that leads the team and have great coaches and people working upon him. That's what Jerry Jones needs to do. I hired you to do a job, so I'm going to allow you to do your job instead of me dictating what you should do.
But let me ask this. Is the objective of Jerry Jones to have a great football team, or is the objective to have a great revenue stream?
With him?
Hold on. Let me say it again. Is the objective to have a great football team? Now, I know a great football team should create a great ROI, return on investment. But the man is clicking. I mean, the man is clicking out money. I mean, the Cowboys are one of the most valuable football team in the league.
One of the valuable franchises.
Yeah, one of the most valuable franchises of all sports
Yeah.
in the league. I mean, his man, he's bringing in money this way and he's bringing in money that way, from endorsements to, renting the stadium and other sponsorships and partnerships and endorsement. So the question becomes, is the Dallas Cowboys for him the be all, or is it the mechanism that lures the revenue stream for him?
In my opinion, Jerry Jones is a control freak.
Okay.
Now,
well, you simplified it.
Yeah, this is what Bernard said. Bernard said right quick, he don't believe that Jerry Jones is a bad owner. In a way, I think he is.
He's a good businessman.
Yes, that's different.
Yeah.
He's a bad owner because he's not putting people in the proper places that they need to be in order for them to succeed, because he's a control freak. And as long as that happens, he will forever be a loser. And with that, we'll return in a few minutes.
I'm Josh Truman with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Go on and keep on.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Welcome back to Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Restaurant here in Madison, Mississippi.
I'm not behind there to make sure that Bernard behaves. So I don't know if he's punching you up or not.
Oh, he's funny to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. But look,
So
we still haven't got a winner for our trivia question.
So we don't have a winner yet, Bernard?
No, sir, we do not.
I ask the question one more time.
I'm gonna ask the question one more
If they
time.
don't get it in 5 minutes, we're going to give the answer.
That's right. the question is, our offensive line features Art Shell, Larry Little, Jackie Slater, Nate Newton, and Winston Hill. All 5 of these players are in the NFL. Is that true or false? The winner will receive a $10 gift certificate to Full Moon Restaurant.
That's right.
And with that, you know what you can get?
Full Moon Barbecue.
Yeah, Full Moon Barbecue. You know what you can get?
Tell us.
A cup.
Tell us, Don Pardo.
But seriously, though, once again, our offensive line features Art Shell, Larry Little, Jackie Slater, Nate Newton, and Winston Hill. All 5 of these players are in the NFL Hall of Fame. Is that true or false? Let us know by Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube.
And remember this also, and let us invite people to come out and be part of our live audience.
I mean,
man, the last couple of weeks,
we've
had an outstanding.
And we'll put you on the show if you want.
We'll put you on the show, man. And remember, Talking Sports Live in partnership with Full Moon Barbecue, Hugh and Madison have launched the Talking Sports Live happy hour every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. And during this time, customers will receive 50% discount on all beverages, including soft drinks with their meals. I couldn't say the other part. And children under 12 get their drinks free with their meals. So every Wednesday between 5 and 8, come out and the 50% discount on all beverages, and
Correct.
Children under 12 get their drinks free. We'd love to have you come out and be a part of the audience. And who knows, we may put you on.
We may put you on, but we just got you talking about the men's.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the women's.
All right, let's do it.
What Jackson State was,
Man,
second last week. Now we're down to 4th. You got the top 4 of 4 teams are separated by 1 or 2 games.
1 or 2 games. Now, the interesting scenario about Jackson State, many people had a low bar for her.
Of course.
But then she came in with saddle blazing.
Yes, very much so.
And it went from low expectations now to high expectations.
That lost to
Now-
Alcorn Saturday to really
Now
hurt.
it kind of seems like she had a misstep with that game.
Well, yeah, that game, it seemed like Alcorn wanted it more.
Yeah.
Great job by Coach Gilbert and Alcorn for coming up in here and they played a great game. It seemed like they wanted it more, and it just seemed like to me we didn't play with enough energy. And sometimes that happens, but in order for that to be corrected, you can't do that coming
into conference play.
I mean, like right now, it's like you gonna be the hunted or the hunter.
Because you know what? You'll end up going
At
to
home.
conference play, or you'll end up playing somebody like a UConn
I mean,
or South Carolina and get knocked out
well,
completely.
you got to win the tournament first.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you can't come in there. Your every game from here's on out matters. So you got to be ready.
So in the girls, Texas Southern is ranked number 1.
Yes.
Overall 14-12. Southern 14-13. Alabama A&M 19-8. I'm sorry. Jackson State 13-12. Conference play is 11-3. Grambling 11-14 overall. Alcorn 9-16. Florida A&M 9-17 overall. Bethune-Cookman 9-18. Prairie View A&M 8-16. Alabama State 6-21. Mississippi Valley State, they're not last.
No.
4-22, and Arkansas Pine Bluff 3-22-114 in conference play. So as you said, this is where the rubber meets the road, right?
Well, at the end of the day, yes. And then you got this the SWAC schedule right here.
Yeah.
That's going to take place Saturday, March 1st.
Mhm.
Men's basketball, Alabama A&M at Alabama State.
Mhm.
Prairie View at Alcorn. Texas Southern at Jackson State, which should be a good.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Southern at Bethune-Cookman. Grambling is at Florida A&M, and Arkansas Pine at Mississippi Valley. Now the women's schedule for Thursday, which is tomorrow,
Right.
February 27th, you got Prairie View traveling to Jackson to play Jackson State. Southern traveling to Tallahassee to play Florida A&M.
Okay.
Texas Southern traveling to Lorman to play Alcorn, and Grambling traveling to Florida to play Bethune-Cookman. All these games, Mr. Nix, are important.
Yeah.
Because
From
the
here
top
on in.
4, they can't afford to lose too many more games because you got teams like Alcorn who's getting hot.
And they want it.
Oh,
And they want it.
yeah.
They just don't want to participate. They
No.
won. They want it.
Yeah, Coach Gilbert is a great coach, and he got those girls believing in themselves right now. And I just, in tournament time, anything can happen. Because you know why? Last year, Alcorn made it to the championship,
Sure did.
and they played Jack State, but they just met a buzzsaw
Yeah.
and a great Jack State team.
So I tell you what, we're running out of time. I still got to produce.
Okay.
So we don't have a winner. Do you have a winner thus far for that?
No, sir, we do not.
All right, go ahead and give the answer, man.
Well, the winner,
Read the question.
the question is, I'll be the winner. Oh, thank you.
You'll be
You
the
can go
winner.
get you a cup.
I go
for
get me a
your
cup.
Full Moon $10 gift card.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Our offensive line features Art Shell, Larry Little, Jackie Slater, Nate Newton, and Winston Hill. All 5 of these players are in the NFL Hall of Fame. True or false? That is false.
False.
4 of the 5 are in the NFL.
That's right.
Winston Hill
Hall of
is
Fame.
not.
That's right.
That's right. He had a great NFL career,
That's right.
and he played with the Jets and the great Joe Namath,
Yeah.
but he did not make the Hall of Fame.
So let me tell you something. Even you had a 50-50 chance of winning. All you had to do was just say true
Or false.
or false.
If you was at true,
So you've been eating.
you still would have won it.
You would have been being barbecued. I know this time of year in Mississippi,
Oh man,
down at the Mississippi Coliseum.
I was there last night
Okay.
when we played. When
I was looking for you, buddy.
yeah, I saw you down there on the floor. He was down there patrol lane, one of them.
Okay. Yeah.
When my home County Central Jaguars
Uh-huh.
took on a very good,
We're talking about high school.
Yes,
high
Laura
school
team.
basketball.
and they won and made it to the state championship. So
Okay.
5A state championship will be for boys, Holmes County versus Canton. 5A girls will be, I think, Canton versus, I don't know who the girls, Canton.
On the top.
Pontotoc in the 5A
And
championship.
Canton has an overall record of 19-10-0.
Yeah, look,
Man, they are cooking.
this is our 4th time playing Canton because they're in our district and we're big rivals. So when I tell you Friday night,
Mhm.
it's
Which
gonna
the
be
game by this time it airs on television, it would have played. So
Yes.
we'll know that.
it's gonna be some hay
Yeah.
going across the town of Canton, all in Holmes County, because everybody gonna be down here.
Are you surprised with Germantown? Germantown is
I'm not.
is 22-5-0.
No, I'm not surprised. They're where I expect them to be.
Are you surprised with Brandon ranked number 26, 19-12-0?
Uh,
Anybody on this list, the top 26, are you surprised by them?
I'm actually
Either
surprised.
they're ranked high or they're lower than your expectations.
I'm surprised at Richland how high they're ranked.
Okay, really?
I didn't know Richmond was gonna be that good. I just didn't. I'm also maybe surprised at probably and so we beat South Jones last night, which was ranked 8 in the state.
Now, when you say we,
Holmes County Central.
oh, okay.
Yes.
I was thinking you played.
No.
You said we.
My playing days
He
over.
played from the stands. 'Cause I know
Yeah.
he was hollering, "Come on,
So
go
you're
shoot the ball."
so you're from the stands,
Yes.
like Jerry Jones.
Like Jerry Jones.
Okay.
Just like it.
Got
But I would say probably Richland and probably you know what? From what I was told, this Jackson Academy team is pretty good.
Yeah, it is. They're always hot, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that
They're
they
always
were
yeah.
good.
You're always gonna find Jackson Academy, in the top, and Jackson Prep, at least in the top 10.
I'm surprised that Starkville got put out.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm
And
surprised.
they're ranked 24-8-0
Now,
overall.
that Germantown Mountain Central game
Mhm.
is gonna be packed.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be interesting to see.
To see.
You talking about schools that's what 3-4 miles apart from each
Yeah.
other?
Battle of Madison County.
Yes, the Battle of Mountain County. It's gonna be interesting.
Well, listen. Let me ask you this. We only have a few minutes to go. Our producer Bernard saying we only have a couple of minutes to go. So the NFL owners are talking about banning the tush push.
I heard.
What do you think? I'm like, man, let them play.
Let the kids play.
I don't care what play they come up with, as long as it's not hurting anybody and it's going to injure anybody. Man, let these players play.
I'm so tired of the NFL sticking their nose in other folks' business.
Yeah, because older NFL players have said to us,
I
and
played
said
the
to us,
we did the
"Man,
tush
let these-
push.
Let these guys play.
We did the tush push back in just playground football.
Yeah,
So it's all about who if your defensive line is strong.
you ought to be able to
I
stop.
would make one rule to it
What?
where the running back can push him. I would take that out. That's me.
Why?
Well,
Why have any rules about it anyway?
I think it's a leverage.
What's the likelihood of anybody getting hurt? It's just a mano.
So
who's the strongest?
but you wouldn't make no modification to it.
Why?
I mean, I think you give
Let
the
it
offense
go.
a whole lot of leverage.
Nobody's gonna get hurt. Just let it go.
So if the Philadelphia Eagles are on the 2-yard line, and they're playing your Dallas Cowboys, and the score is
They wouldn't have to
28-24.
push.
Dallas leading, and it's 4th down, and they do a tush push where the guy can get behind Jalen Hurts and push him into the end zone and give him leverage. You still wouldn't say nothing about it.
Call a flag. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Talking Sports Live. I appreciate you letting me. I appreciate you. I appreciate call a 15-yard personal penalty, man.
But he just said that he didn't have no problem with it.
Well, that's situational. That's a different story, man. Hey, man, thank you for letting me hang out with you, man.
Anytime, man.
I really enjoyed it.
Good to have you here. Hopefully we have my buddy.
Well, you know what? And most of all, and most importantly, we want Rob to feel better.
That's right. And I
He's a little under the weather, man. He's our injured man. He's our chief.
Yeah. He really is, and he brings a different kind of feel to this
He
program.
does, man. He
So at
does,
the end of
man.
the day, we want to thank everybody for joining us.
Absolutely.
And next week, remember, we'll be right back here. Same bat time,
Same
same
place.
bat channel.
That's right.
Good night and have a good night.
See you next week.